This conference will now be recorded.
So thank you everyone for joining the training batch. So I request everyone to provide the feedback regarding the training session. I want everyone to provide honest feedback of the session and whatever you feel and how we can make this session more effective, because your feedback always helps and I always implement the feedback of my batches to other sessions. So let us start with Rajneesh because you are unmuted. So Rajneesh, can you provide your feedback regarding the session?
Thanks, Ashish, to be so open with students and learners like me. And what I expect is that we have lots of configurations in Goldengate, and like in microservices or in classic architecture, there are these configuration files are might be lengthy, or it might have the different options. So I like to know that whether you have so much of experience, you have created some standardization kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are the minimum configurations options I will have in a particular configuration file, like restarting of the services after 30 seconds or 50 seconds or whatever seconds, like that
Mm-hmm.
kind of information, because you have so much of project in experience, and we are really like to get that experience out of you.
Sure. So the thing is, the parameter files, they differ for each environment. So what I can do, I can share one of the means definitely. I will have to means I can share some of the parameters or how they are being used. I can share those with you, no problem. So
Thanks.
so that will definitely help you. Apart from that, I hope you were able to learn from the training and you were able to gather the knowledge.
Exactly. That's the best part of this class, that I was able to do all the configurations, and with the help of team members and you. So I highly appreciate your efforts and everybody's efforts to create the group and helping each other. Thank you, everybody.
That's the
Thanks.
best part of the group because everyone is ready to help. So thanks everyone for that, for making the group so active and being helpful over there as well. Thank you. So Abbas, I know you joined 2 or 3 sessions late, but still, I hope you were able to catch up. And I know you are doing practicals as I can see your comments in the group. So, as a whole, just want to know your feedback regarding the session and were you able to gather the knowledge as per your expectations?
Yes, Ashish. Uh, to sum it up, I would say that I was very impressed with the class. By the pace at which you're going, I think your pace is perfect because you're not skipping anything and you're not going fast to cover things up. At the same time, you have enough material for every class to cover the whole hour, and you're not just dragging it to finish the time. So I think your pace is very good, and the fact that you have a WhatsApp group to kind of support each other, that also helps. And I would love to give you something negative where you could build on it for the next batches, but I really don't see anything where you need to improve. I think you're doing a great job, and this is really a good class. It's been a good experience for me,
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Abbas. Thanks for the wonderful feedback.
and I'm
Yes.
looking forward to the other two, the classic architecture and the varied data. And I'm I'm sure you'll do a phenomenal job in those two as well. I'm looking forward to that.
Sure, sure. Thanks, Abbas. Thanks for the feedback.
Thank
And
you.
just implement the things practically wherever you are stuck. as you are doing, ask and you will get the response. And because see, my main motive is why I ask you to do the things practically and then share, and once you have implement the things on your own and you were able to resolve, so that others can also learn and you can also remember what you did. So that's why yesterday, like, same issue what you faced, Abbas, same issue was
Yes.
faced by another student, Ernest. So that's why I included him, and he was able to take and he was able to relate to the issue, and that helped you as well.
Yes, and on that note, I'm actually looking forward to being a part of the WhatsApp group so I can share what I've learned and keep reinforcing what I've learned over the course of this period. And as every one of us knows, it's not easy approaching one of your colleagues with a question because there's always a stigma of not knowing the stuff. You don't want your colleagues to know that you don't know things, but this WhatsApp group is a great place where we can be open about where we stand and just ask for everyone's help whenever needed. So that's another good
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, so these groups are successful because of you guys only, because you guys are actively participating. So one request as well, keep on updating your progress over the group so that others can get motivated. Like out of always there are 20 to 30% people who may not be working on the who won't be working practically. So I want them to be active as well.
Motivated.
Exactly. So when you provide your update, when you provide your progress, they get motivated as well. So thank you. Okay, so
Thank
I
you.
just expect you share your progress, not only you, everyone who is listening. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So Ernest, your turn. Can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Can you?
I truly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I learned a lot from this class. And before this, I didn't really attend any class for the classic capture. Most of the things I learned was from watching your videos, and that's how come I contacted you because I came across your videos on YouTube, and I've been watching them. That's how I came to contact, and I've actually learned a lot from on the build on my knowledge on the classic capture, and learn very useful information from microservices. So yeah, it's been a good experience for me, and the good thing is I implemented it at home. So I didn't only learn it, but I actually implemented it. So I've seen it work in practice. I can only hope to improve on the knowledge by getting into the deeper into the knowledge. Like one of my colleagues suggested that we know more about the detail. When it comes to the configuring the parameter file. So yeah, we can only learn build on that knowledge. So it's been a good experience. Thank you.
Okay. So you are one of the uh, active member of the group. So thanks, Ernest, for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Kula, can you hear us?
Yes, Ashish, I'm here.
Yeah, I can.
So, so I will first of all start by saying thank you. Like Ernest, I follow you on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. So that was how my interest for Goldengate actually started because I don't have Goldengate in my environment as of now. But
Okay.
I like working on Goldengate on my own and seeing what are the benefits therein. I think the course was clearly presented. I learned a lot from following up on the resource material that was shared and also the recorded sessions. So I wouldn't really want to say this is a call for improvement, but I noticed something on the group. First, let me say I embrace the platform of us trying to share and help each other every time. But there was few things that people were asking questions about that was detailed in the resource material that you shared. So since this thing is something that you always do, I will suggest that most times when we are trying to solve some issues, and then it is referencing the material. If somebody can just capture, like screenshot that place and post it, so it's going to encourage people to read, because this whole thing is like a practice, continuous practice. So if you have one error and you think, okay, when I throw in a group, I'm going to get an answer, and it's right in the resource material, for me, it's a form of delay. Like, okay, you are not even looking at the resource material that was given to you. So if we can just capture a screen every time this issue happens, let's just capture a screen and share it, because I see no reason why I should even miss the step when everything was outlined.
Yeah.
Yes, so I really embrace that particular aspect of what you did. Everything was outlined clearly, and even for my IP address, if it would interest you to know that I couldn't get my IP address to work as the IP address to share the .103 and 102, but then I realized that I could change it. So based on my network, so when I changed it, actually it started to work. So it was just like following the steps and everything, and most times it's already in the material that you shared. So I think we should follow that most times. Yeah, if you can reference that, if somebody raise a concern, we can just reference them to the material, because it's going to encourage them to read and be more active. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the only thing that is there.
Yeah, that's, I agree. Thanks for that, Kula. Thank you. So, Rohan, your turn.
Yeah, thanks Ashish for the wonderful sessions over 9 days. It was a very good session, I will tell, and it was a great learning. Golden Gate is massive. It's an ocean. It's having a lot of parameters, a lot of configurations to check if we have like few things which is getting done, but like in parallelly in background, if you go to books and read, there are a lot of things. But as a skeleton structure, if we see, we got an idea how the microservices is there, and what are the different components. And if somebody has not installed ever in his life, he can at least know and tell that yeah, he has done that. That is what I can feel, that this is a beneficial session, and I would recommend other people's as well. And to the honest, I think so this is a good start and learning start for microservices, and there are a lot of processes and a lot of things which we can learn more from different blogs and Oracle Corporation if we are implementing it. But this gives us a stepping stone to start forward and move, as you already told, like it's a wave and it's an ocean. It's like big. We can. So I will definitely look forward for the other two classes which I have taken from you, Veridata and Classic. And I hope all the best for everybody, and best for you.
Sure. Thanks, Rohan. Thanks, everyone, for the feedback. So, one feedback from my side to you all. You guys have been amazing. Because of you, these sessions were successful. The thing was, the best part was the sessions were interactive. They were not like only one-way traffic, it was two-way traffic, because you guys were asking questions regularly. And because you were asking questions, that also provoked me to learn or to go an extra mile. Because some questions, those were asked, I had to do some research. And we faced some issues during the sessions as well. Like we were not able to register the process, right? So we had to apply the data patch. So those issues really help us once we resolve and we know those kind of issues. And yeah, rest, just practice, as I mentioned, and you guys are really doing good. So just practice as much as you can. Wherever you're stuck, don't hesitate to ask. And for any questions, any issues, any document, any reference you need, just let me know or others know. I'll definitely make it possible. I'll definitely make it. I'll try to make it arrange. I'll try to arrange it for you. So all the best to everyone. All the best for your learning. And that's it from my side. So thank you. Thanks everyone for joining the session.